Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Anani. Thank you so much for tuning into today's video. First of all, I apologize for the lighting. I wanted to be outside when I shot today's video, so I do apologize for any glare or anything like that. But I wanted to come to you guys today to discuss a topic I get asked a lot, and that is, how am I making a living in Jamaica? Am I working remote? What am I doing? And what are my plans for sustaining myself whilst I'm here in Jamaica? So without further ado, let's talk about it and let's get into today's video. So first and foremost, guys, how I was able to expatriate. So I have made some videos about how I did some savings. You guys can click here if you want to see that. That was, of course, last year's video. So as you guys know, at that point in time, I thought that I was going to be fully expatriating here, but that was not the case. I ended up staying longer in the States than I had to. You guys can click any of these videos for more information on that. In the meantime, when I was in the States, like I say, I was staying longer than I had to, but during that time I was working, so I was saving money. So right now, as I'm living in Jamaica, I'm basically living off of my savings. I'm living off of my savings, and also too, my mother has saved as well to help me along the way. So number one, first and foremost, how am I here expatriating? I am living off of my savings as of right now. To quantify it so you guys can get kind of an idea, I have about 3.5 to 4 months worth of savings. Kofi also has savings as well, so we are mixing those together as well. So yeah, we do have a good little cushion, a nice little cushion, but like I say, it's about 4 months 4 months worth of a cushion. So the next question then becomes, okay, so when your savings run out, then what is the plan, Anani? Are you going to work remote? Like, what is going on here? And that's a great question, because like you guys know, anybody will tell you, do not come to Jamaica looking for a job. Like it is really hard to find one, let alone there's also work restrictions. You know, there's work restrictions. You can't just like walk up into some place. I mean, you could maybe if you know somebody, but you know, it's kind of complicated, right? So to answer you guys' question, no, I am not working remote. So this actually leads me into the plan. So let me break it down for you guys. So like I say, I'm currently living off of my savings. That gives me about 4 months worth of wiggle room, right? As you guys know, I actually do have a tenant house. I have a tenant house beneath the main house. So my plan actually to make money and to get income is actually going to be to become basically like a landlord, but there's also a bit of a twist there too. So I am not planning on just becoming any landlord. I actually want to open an Airbnb. Now with that, there actually is a caveat. So of course, anybody that would be interested in renting the space can, but my Airbnb, I'm actually going to tailor it a little bit different. So just like me, I was once a Black woman trying to figure out where to expatriate, where to go and things like that. In that process, of course, you are going to want to visit, the place that you're trying to expatriate, right? So I kind of want to cater my Airbnb to expats, in particular, of course, female expats, but of course, in general, anybody's an expat that is wanting to visit the island before they come, and in particular, if you want to check out the parish. So in particular, I'm in Clarendon Parish. So yeah, like I kind of want to create my Airbnb geared towards that, a comfortable space, a safe space. Like I say, I myself am a foreigner, so I understand certain questions that people have, you know, certain reservations that people have and things like that. So my goal is to create an Airbnb that is geared towards expats. And when it's all said and done, and when it's finished, I'll have the information for it in my videos, and people can reach out if they want to book and schedule. Some people might want to just do a week where they see, you know, kind of what the parish is like. Sometimes people like myself want more time, so they want month stints or 2-month stints or 3-month stints, things like that. So like I say, I think it'll be really cool to give people what I wish I had. Like I say, I came to the island and, you know, I just stayed, you know, kind of with the locals, which is totally fine. But like I say, I think to have somebody that could have answered my questions, you know what I'm saying, certain things that I wanted to know, and like I say, a fellow, you know, foreigner, you know, understands kind of the issues that we run into and stuff like that. So yes, that is my plan for the bottom unit. With that, drum roll please, I am pleased to announce that renovation for that unit is actually going to be starting very soon. And by soon, I mean within the next 2 videos. You guys will actually be following along in my journey as I turn my bottom tenant house into my expat Airbnb. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. There is, of course, a catch, guys. Like I told you guys, I only have a certain amount of savings left. So with that, this Airbnb needs to be up and running. Really, I'm giving myself 60 days. I'm giving myself 60 days to turn this bottom unit into an Airbnb. So I definitely have my work cut out for me, but that is my goal, that is my plan, and that is how I'm intending to sustain myself here. Now, of course, on top of that, like you guys know, hi there on the interwebs, I'm also doing social media content too. So that does also to give me a source of income. I don't know if you guys know, but I actually also do have books on KDP. I have a book called How to Buy a House in Jamaica, and then I also have one about how to sue your employer. So if you guys are interested in now, also too, on top of all of that, sorry, this chair, if y'all hear this chair, I promise you it's the chair creaking, I promise. But the point I'm making of it is, on top of all of this, you all also too have to remember the plan. I've said it multiple times. So even though I'm here in Jamaica, the show does not stop. What does that mean? I was on an off-grid community. I still believe in the off-grid way of life. So this whole house, of course, eventually will also too be completely self-sustainable. I mean solar panels, I mean water tanks, and I also mean completely growing our own food. I really don't even want to have that bill as well. That is also too going to be Kofi's domain. He actually loves agriculture, loves farming, whole thing. He's already so excited trying to plan out the certain cash crops here because they're different in Ghana, you know what I'm saying? So the certain things that work here and all that kind of a thing. But yeah, so growing our own food and everything, you guys will follow along with that too eventually. But it's gonna be real exciting. But yeah, guys, I'm just kind of telling you the plan, because like I said, I know I get a lot of questions. Anani, what are you doing? Anani, what are you doing? But yes, like I say, I do have my savings that I saved to be here. Like I say, the bottom house will be a tenant house, so we will be landlords. And then, like I say, the house will eventually be fully self-sustainable. That cuts our bills in half as well. I have royalties from certain books that I sell on Amazon KDP. And then I also to my parents and everything like that. And then also too, on top of that, social media content. So yeah, guys, that's a way that I'm able to stay here. You know what I'm saying? It's a way that I'm able to be here and sustain myself. So yeah, that is that. I hope you guys got some good information from that video. But like I say, hard launch, stay tuned. We're about to start the series and we have 60 days to get it together. So fingers crossed, and yeah, stay along for the journey. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.